What's up guys? Today I've got my hands on a budget-friendly 4K QLED TV powered by the Roku TV OS. So this is the U50QM9K by a company called CHiQ. Roll the intro. So CHiQ has teamed up with Roku to bring you an interesting 4K smart QLED TV featuring quantum dot technology along with HDR10 and Dolby audio. And this is a budget 4K QLED TV, but how good is it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out in this video. So inside the box you will find a user manual, 2 plastic TV stands, some screws to go with that, 2 AAA batteries for the remote control, the infrared remote control itself, and an old school 3.5mm to RCA cable. Now, quick look at the I/O. At the bottom of the TV we have an SBDIF audio out, 2 3.5mm ports, one for AV and the other one is a headphone jack. Then we have an Ethernet port, 2 HDMI ports and a TV antenna connection. On the side we have more ports, another HDMI supporting eARC, 2 USB 2.0 ports for multimedia playback, and a common interface card slot with a reset hole just underneath. Okay, now let's talk pricing. Now this TV is available in 2 sizes, 43 inches for around £250 and the 50-inch model which I have here on my desk for around £299. So this is the 50-inch model. The TV features a metal frameless design, so no bezels at the top, the left or the right, but you do have one going across the bottom with the CHiQ logo in the center and the Roku logo in the right corner. So design wise it does look pretty modern. And the dimensions of this TV is as follows: 95.6 centimeters in width, 55.6 centimeters in height, and 8.6 centimeters in depth, and this TV weighs only 9.1 kg. And on the back you have a 200 by 200 Vesa Mount, so nice and light, easy to wall mount. Alright, now let's talk specifications. This is a 50-inch QLED 4K TV. Resolution is 3840 by 2160 and supports 60 Hz refresh. This TV also supports HDR10 and HLG with a 5000:1 contrast ratio, 6 millisecond response time, and is running Roku OS UI. This TV also supports Android and iOS screen mirroring with Airplay function. Built-in speakers, we have 2x8-watt speakers supporting Dolby audio. Now the Roku OS is a simple UI with a whole bunch of categories on the left and an icon layout on the right. So you can switch between your smart apps and live TV quite easily, and also any active HDMI source will also be displayed. The TV can also auto-detect the HDMI source and display the name accordingly. Roku OS also gives you access to all the top streaming apps like BBC iPlayer, YouTube, Netflix, Prime, Disney, Apple TV, and the list goes on. The included remote control is actually very responsive. It appears to be an infrared remote control, and you do have some shortcuts on the remote for Netflix, Disney, Apple TV, Prime Video and a few others. So full featured responsive remote included. Alright, so now let's check out the top streaming apps and see what resolution is supported in each, starting off with Netflix. So as you guys can see, Netflix does support 4K HDR streaming with spatial audio. I can also confirm Amazon Prime Video also supports 4K HDR streaming. And furthermore, the native Disney Plus app supports HD streaming with 5.1 sound. And moving on to YouTube, maximum streaming quality supported is 4K 60 with HDR. So let's check out some YouTube samples. Okay, so let me quickly show you what picture options you have. So on the remote, there is a settings button. If you press it while you're watching something, you'll have options to quickly change picture settings. So if we click on picture settings, you can see the TV is set on brighter already by default. Here are your other options. You've got darker, dark, normal, bright, and then you've got the brighter. Very subtle differences between them, so it's not major. Picture mode is standard HDR, but you've got the option for HDR bright, which I think oversaturates things, so I don't bother with that. And HDR dark if you want that warmer picture. But I leave it on standard HDR because I think that does a pretty good job. If we go back, you can then go ahead and fine tune things and then save it across the presets. So you can see these are the default settings. So you can see the backlight is set to 100%, brightness is set to 50%, contrast is at 50, sharpness is at 50, colors at 50. You've got tint there, which is balanced. Picture size is auto. Expert settings, you have micro contrast, which is set to medium. You can switch that to high, you can switch it off, or you can switch it to low. It's medium by default. I'm going to leave it on high. You've got dynamic contrast, which is actually off by default to save power, but we're going to put that on high. Dynamic tone mapping is on. Gamma correction is at the recommended 2.2. 2.2 looks good, but I'm actually preferring 2.4. Let's leave it on 2.4. Noise reduction is medium. You can turn that high, off, or low. I'm going to leave that on medium. Color temperature is set to normal, as you guys can see. But this is what warm looks like, and this is what cool looks like. So I'm going to leave it in between. Then you can reset things, and you can also fine tune each detail. So color space, it's set to automatic. You can have it set to native, or you can go custom. I'm going to leave that on automatic because that looks good enough. So those are your picture settings. You can apply this setting to all inputs from here, or you can just go ahead and reset any changes you made in case you're not happy with them. Sound settings, quickly go through them. You've got some presets here. Automatic is recommended. It's set on standard as default. Then you've got speech, theater, music, big bass, high treble. I'm going to set it to automatic, which is the recommended level. You've got accessibility and language. I'm just going to quickly skim through all the options, and then I'll go back. Sleep timers, quickly show you that. That's your options there. Go back. And that takes you back to picture settings. So now I have connected a USB drive into the USB port on the back of the TV. I'm going to open up Roku Media Player, and we're going to test some USB video playback. So if I go to video, there's my drive, which has been detected. Okay, so let's try one of these videos. So 4K HDR video playback working absolutely fine from USB. I want to try one more. Now this TV does support USB video playback, and the best part is it supports all video file formats that I tested, including AVI, MPEG, MKV, and the list goes on. And even when you connect your flash drive, it opens up the built-in Roku Media Player where you can browse and start watching all of your videos and movie collection, and it also supports 4K HDR, super smooth with no issues. Now when I review a TV, I do like to do a quick color check. And you can see here the color black and then the gradients in between all the way to bright, brilliant white, all looking good as they should. And the same with all the other colors, very good color accuracy. And that brings us to skin tones. And again, this TV does a great job with the different skin tones you are seeing. The colors and the contrast are looking very detailed, so decent skin tones too. Alright, so time for screen mirroring. This TV does support Apple, Airplay, and Android screen mirroring. So starting off with my iPhone, just swipe down, select screen mirroring, and you'll see the name of the TV at the top. If you tap on it, you then enter the 4-digit Airplay code as shown on the TV, and within seconds, you will see your iPhone screen mirrored to the TV. And I was quite surprised to see how fast the Airplay was. So it's working really well with minimal lag. Alright, so now we're going to test Android screen mirroring. So here is the Red Magic 10 Pro. If we tap on Smartcast, you can see the name of the TV has appeared. If you tap on it, accept the permission on the TV, and there you go guys. Android screen mirroring also working nice and fast with no issues. So we can open up an Android game like Call of Duty and literally play on the big screen. Now it's not just screen mirroring, Chromecast also works. So you can open up YouTube, you can tap on the Chromecast button, and over here you can see 50-inch CHiQ Roku TV. Tap on it and you will connect to casting. So you can now go ahead and cast any video from YouTube directly to the big screen and control all functions. Alright, now let's talk gaming. If you switch on your PlayStation 5, it will automatically detect and name the HDMI device that's connected. Current video output signal from the PS5. You can see 4K 60 with HDR is supported. You can see 4K is supported with no variable refresh rate. HDR is supported, and you can see the frequencies below. If you were to play at 1080p, again VRR not supported, HDR is supported, and you can see the following frequencies with HDR and without HDR. And I also checked whether 1440p was supported or not. Let's go ahead and play some games. Starting off with the usual Astro's Playroom. Now, if you're into gaming, you'll be pleased to know that the response time is only 6 milliseconds, which is good news for competitive multiplayer games like Call of Duty. Now, there is also a smartphone app called the Roku app Official, available for both Android and iOS. And this app will let you connect to your TV wirelessly and give you a full remote control experience and the ability to manage all your apps and channels, including launching certain apps. And you can also wirelessly cast your photos directly from your smartphone. So there you have it, guys. That was the CHiQ 50-inch 4K TV, model number U50QM9K. In fact, I'm calling this a very good budget 4K TV with HDR10 that you can currently buy. Roku OS is laid out nicely, simple and easy to use. You have an EPG guide, PVR and timers for your live TV, and yes, you can record live TV to USB. This has all the streaming apps you are ever going to need, including catch-up TV. Other premium features to mention at this price point: HDR10, 4K 60 gaming on PS5 with 6 millisecond response time, 4K streaming across the board with very good sound quality. The TV is quite modern with a bezel-less design finished in metal. Overall picture quality, contrast, colors were all top notch. The TV offers great value for money and it's great for everyday use, enjoying your TV shows, your movies, your live TV, your gaming and lots more. Built-in speakers are also pretty good. They get pretty loud and offers a decent balance of sound and a lot of presets to play around with. So bottom line, this is a decently spec TV offering some pretty good top-end features for a great price. I hope you found this video useful. If you want to see more of my latest and greatest unbiased tech reviews, hit the like button, sub to the channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.